not surface level vegan.
Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam. Welcome to Grand Madam. You have just tapped into a live reading. My client says she's okay with it. You'll just hear her voice and whatever questions she has. Okay. And after that, we can do something for ourselves. But in the meantime, let me calm some things down with some nice energy here. Okay. Now we can carry on. Okay. We were just chewing the fat. Okay. You wanted to ask me what now?
Well, I mentioned I don't want a surface level reading, but just
What do you
maybe
want
a reading on around the time I had COVID. I don't remember if I ever gotten one. Probably gotten one on what decision I need to make after having COVID. But during that experience, I have yet to understand what I went through and what was the purpose.
Well, you were ill, number one. You were seriously
Yeah,
ill.
but the things that was occurring during that time of illness, it seems like it's occurring again. But this time I'm not ill.
What do you mean?
Like paranormal experiences. I mean, I'm not talking about like anything staged or fake, but
Give me an example.
paranormal, not like ghosts or anything, but it's just more like memory, like repressed memory.
Hi, Saul.
Um, I tried to write about it, but I don't think that was a good avenue. I mean, I got most of the experience out, but it was only the first half of that experience as far as
I have someone
contacting
here,
with
and
COVID.
we're talking. We are in a conversation. I'm getting ready to do a general reading for someone. So far, she's going through some interesting things, and she says she's having some paranormal experiences, like she did when she had the bug last year, for the last couple of
two
years,
years ago.
2 years ago, and she's been healthy since. She was a long hauler. You were confused, Saul. I'm sorry. That's why I needed to say something. Um, she has noticed that the same, what she calls paranormal experiences, are returning from the one she had when she was ill. Okay. Can you hear you? Can you hear her? Speak a little louder. Now, go ahead, cause so they can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey,
But this
divine
is
spiritual team.
the experience is unrelated to what's going on in my current life as far as work or school. I am back to school, but not traditionally. It just it's more internal.
Give me an example of the experiences you've had while you were sick compared to what's happening now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think the biggest one is why did it actually happen?
Why did you get sick?
Yeah, why that time?
Spirit, do you have the words?
Um,
Okay.
it
The world
it
was,
was not normal.
no, it was not normal, but the world was supposed to come to a stop, a sudden stop. And the best way to bring the world to that sudden stop was to create an illness That's one. What else, Spirit?
No, I was just upstairs taking my supplements. But this time it was a weird experience because you take it to continue your health. I'm taking it like I have cancer or AIDS. Now I got a long-term blood disorder that can impact um, my chances of even having my own family. That's something I have to consider too.
So
I
why?
thought I was okay with it. I was fine with the consequences of having COVID, but I guess not.
Okay. So what you want to know why?
So it's not. I mean, I have to deal with what I have to deal with
Okay. What
on
has
a
happened?
physical level, but emotionally and mentally, it's just I can't even. It's just so much to cover
Yeah. Okay.
or unpack, like you say.
Well, we're going to see what we're going to do here.
And I want to. I mean, I don't think it's related to the diagnosis. They have the nerve to diagnose me for anxiety, depression after having COVID. Like what the
Public platform. What is happening here? She's finding out that she was a long hauler. She had the C word, and now she has been told that she has developed some type of blood disease that can prevent her from having a child because and it's a C word related. Okay, she wants to know why it happened to her because she was such a health nut. She took her supplements, she took her vitamins, she was trying to keep herself up, and yet she still got ill. Okay. The cliche is it didn't happen to you, it happened for you, but that sounds so absolutely stupid and irrelevant right now. I don't know what to say other than let's, there you go.
Yeah, because I was just the supplements are meant
That can
to
be
keep
looked
your
at.
health going. You know, not meant to keep your ass alive
Go ahead.
just to keep you focused.
Right. I am not the purpose ones, not the health ones. Here. Okay. I'm going to use Archangel Raphael's cards for this one because my client is really, this is deep for her and it's very, very important for her. Very. Why, when she was at the epitome of good health, did she lose it all? Now, it could really be a spiritual thing. Like now that I've got your attention, kind of thing.
The thing the doctor say, trying to say I didn't really have, or I caused it on myself.
How did you do that? The doctor said she caused it to herself.
And you can't even cure this shit.
Uh-oh. All right. Public platform. Let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, they can hear you.
I mean, hear me clearly, like.
Well, so. Let's look at it this way. What do you need to do to be healthy, completely healthy, from that C word that you thought you had done with the after effects? These are just the after effects. Inability to have children. That sounds like something else, doesn't it? Okay. What are the after effects? What can she do about the after effects? And doctors never have the final say. You have to take it above them sometimes.
Yeah, but they just keep finding more shit like anemia. I mean, I've been had that, but I guess since COVID, it's a little bit more than what it used to be.
Take iron pills. Anemia. My mother had anemia. Hear me?
I mean, and it kind of saved me. Didn't I guess it's one of those weird things of having anemia, because not all my blood cells are the original, same shape. Some are irregular. So the disease did not impact me as much, but it did enough damage to
Call on this guy right here. Call on this guy.
Oh, Jesus!
And it says thank you. It
Have
says
exchange words in the Catholic hospital.
yes, and she was in a Catholic hospital. You
and
say
I
thank you.
fed to him on the bed, and he was hanging up on the cross. And I was like, look at us experiencing our own version of stigmata. The only difference is I'm bedridden and you are hanging on the cross. Hung on the cross.
Both of you hanging on the cross. Wow, that was deep. She was in a Catholic hospital and they had a crucifix on the wall with the Jesus figure hanging. And she was saying, look at both of us. I'm hung in this bed and you're hung on that wall. Look at us. These cards are saying get a second opinion. Get a second opinion. And ask your body. Look at this. This is interesting. This is where I can come in. Ask your body for a message. Ask your body what it needs. Look at this, folks. Change positions. Change positions. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Stay positive. Stay positive. Okay. So, all right. That's what you can do about your illness situation. Now, let's see. You want to know why it happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to try to ride a weight. So, should I try? What was the energy around you at that time? Hold on. I'm going to use the higher. What? I'm going to use the. Where's the lid?
I mean,
No,
because I was working at a high school around that time.
Yeah. Higher self.
But the majority of the teaching was online. I was fine with that. Some students came in person, that's fine. We built a relationship. I built a relationship with students in person. And
Can you hear her? She was talking about what up, cuz? Charm City Shane.
Cast members, it could be with low vibration.
Not a book, it's a card. We're gonna find out. We're talking to a client here who wants to know why they were put through the C virus situation, and that she got some bad news about her health. And I just read some cards for her. The Archangel Raphael Oracle Healing Deck, which came out straight out and said, get a second opinion, change your position. So that she just got some news that tells me she can work with, and that maybe the doctor she was dealing with, she needs a second opinion. Now I'm asking, what was the energy around the time she contracted that C stuff, the C word? Okay. So no, that's not a book. This is
public setting, so we all know
these
what
are
that
deck of cards.
Is.
Now, let me. Oh, who's doing? Let me see what they say, just in case. I find this interesting. Hold on a second. So, what was the energy around this lady getting the C word 2 years ago? What was the energy around her? What was the energy in her environment? This might be helpful for all of us to hear. All earthly problems, are to grow your soul. All right, philosopher. Yes. I'm not telling her that just yet. Okay. Wow. Look at this. In other words, forget about the why me and start working on the F word, forgiveness. Because that was a fail. This is interesting. Ask for guidance. Um, boundaries. Set boundaries. For your freedom. You're free to be. Okay, what it looks like. Well, I'll just come right out and say it. To me, what the spirit is basically giving me is that you worried about the wrong thing. You don't worry about that. You forgive this and you let it go. You let it go because basically it was a fail.
Okay.
Okay. Ask for guidance. Oh, I'm sorry. Ask for guidance. Set boundaries. And your freedom you'll find from within. So right now, it's time to do a whole mental shift. Because basically things don't really, because we're functioning in 3D and we see with 3D eyes, when bad things happen to us, we think things are happening to us. Things may be happening to us, but they are also happening for us. And the for us is more than likely 9 times out of 10 to take some of our mind off of what we do every day, all day long, what we worry about, and put it on spirit. Or put whatever deity, the God of your heart, or the one you worship. That's where it belongs. And that's what's happening with that. Okay. Oh, it says take the first step. Bottom of the deck, take the first step.
I think that's why Oshun came.
That's why Oshun came. I'm telling you, Oshun shows up. What did Oshun say?
No, I just showed me something.
Oh, it's personal.
Family related stuff.
That sounds personal. Okay. All right. Oshun showed up in a dream. And she's not Ifa. Showed her some things about her family. Okay. So we're going to leave that one and I'm wrap that reading up. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I'm free to do another reading now. What's up? City Shine, you ready to do something? Divine Spiritual Tea? Saul? Or do you just want me to do a general reading for the Grand Collective? Which right now is you guys and gals. Yeah, all earthly problems start. Charm City Shine says all earthly problems are to grow your soul. Yeah.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
It still hurt.
Yeah, it hurts. Nobody says it wasn't gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Now, what I'm looking for my oracle cards here. Not my other oracle cards. Oh well, let's look and see what's going on. All right, let's see what's going on with us. Let's do a general reading on the folks in the audience. Okay, I'm going to use the shamanic oracle to see what we got going on. And then we'll back it up with the Rider Waits. Okay. Alrighty. So, what's the message for our collective right here? Talk to me, spirit. Ancestors. The ancestors and guides of the viewers. What would you like to say? What do we need to know? Yes, and I throw myself in here too sometimes. Woo. Charm City Shine says, heavier the weight, the bigger the muscles, heavier the pain, the bigger the spiritual growth. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's where the God power comes from.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Top, middle. Take it from okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Overall energy, honoring your energy. It says honor your energy. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to set up boundaries around your heart, yourself, your own biofield. Take care of your biofield. Feed your soul, your mind with positive stuff. to honor your energy. So we on the money. So far, so good. Ooh, perception. Yes. Make sure your perception is even positive. So that would be no focusing on the negative. If the negative comes, oh, well, that's negative. Keep getting up. Don't wallow in it. That's what that means. Because we all know there's negative stuff around us all the time. That doesn't mean we have to stay focused on it. And look what's coming. We've got abundance coming too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And along with the abundance is coming the truth. Bottom of the deck, some of us are going through some kind of a struggle. Aren't we always, all the time? This looks like it might be a financial struggle. And with the financial struggle, the truth is coming out. This feels like some of us are into. Can you pull this light back a little bit? I need to push this laptop.
Pull what? Pull it back.
Yeah, pull it back. I don't want it to fall. That's about it. Some of us are in situations where it's like our partner is impacting our money, or people around us, family, friends, neighbors, are impacting our money, not for our benefit. Time to set up some boundaries. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Because it looks like somebody's ready to soar, and the other person is like, no, come back. Come back. Stay with me. Come back. No, I got to get up here. No, stay with me. Come back. And that can also be on a job. Okay? It can also be on a job. All right. So we have honoring your energy, perception, abundance, and truth. What is this about, Spirit? Tarot team. Guide my words. Take my judgments out of it. Just give me whatever you got in the data. Just give me the data. Audio, visual, the data. What is this about? Okay. Okay. Also, folks, I'm really gearing up on my sound healing and my tarot tuning. Now, I won't be working there. I'm at BES Natural Solutions. It's a spa. It's a wellness spa, and it also works with people who have had accidents and who need therapy. I'm not going to be there this weekend, but every third Saturday, you will find me and my tuning forks, along with my tarot cards, doing my tarot tuning. I'm going to be there for their open house in December. I'm going to keep you informed as I go, okay? Okay. And I'm going to set myself up to do it on an in-person basis as well as online, okay? I'm going to give that a try, which means I'll probably have people coming to the house. All right, now, overall energy around us. Well, we have this moon. I'm not sure. We have a, oh, snap. The full moon is getting ready to come up in Scorpio again. Well, what wasn't finished coming out into the open with the new moon in Scorpio is going to definitely be, it's going to be completed when it comes out. And I think it's on the 23rd with the full moon. Now, when you have the moon, we always end up in moon shadow. We can't see clearly like we can see in the sun when the sun is up high. So we're going to be making all kinds of assumptions about things that aren't really clear. We're going to see shadows. We're going to see blurs. It can be a nice mess. So, hey, Kamoyo Kid, how are you, my darling? So take your time when you get new information. And I'm going to tell you something. Be mindful of what you see in the news. Because I've seen some things we always knew that our news suddenly took a turn when it started getting, it took sides, political sides. Now you have this station is left and this station is right. And I'm like, what? I thought this was I'm an old news person in the first place. So it's supposed to be fair and balanced. It is not. And now it's gone beyond fair and balanced. I'm not going to tell you the stories, but it's gone from fair and balanced to outright propaganda. That's what scares the hell out of me. Because if you can get a mass of people, if you can get the people of a country to believe in lies, you are most powerful because you can get them to do your bidding, whatever it is, and they won't think twice about doing anything wrong to anyone else. That's what we're under also. But not to be faint of hearted. No, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Because when this bad boy hits this full moon, and that's why we have so many, it seems. Eclipses, full moons, they're clearing out the lies. They're exposing the lies. I mean, all I had to do was sit back and watch. But sometimes it just works on my mind. When the news starts working, I feel pressure on my head sometimes. That's when I turn it off and watch a comedy. I saw the Blue Beetle, MCU. Yeah, I love superheroes. I'm an escapist that way. I got to see my superhero save the day. And then I calmed down. Because otherwise I can see so much happening. So this is the energy around us right now. So this is on the outside of us. We're surrounded by propaganda, delusions, and all kinds of. That's the presentation. This is the present. Three of Pentacles is a gentleman showing his work to his what would this be? Journeyman. And these are the masters. Journeyman shows his work to the masters. This is called the presentation. For those of you in education, it's your teaching observation. For those of you in the journalism, this is your audience, presenting before your audience or presenting before those folks who hired you, presenting your work. This is interesting. And the Six of Swords right afterwards. So it's like somebody laid. I can take this in another direction also. I can take this in the direction of fiction work. Writing a novel, comic strip, comic book, film, where now that the presentation has been made, the votes are all in, and I can go my merry little way and just rest on it. That's another take I can see. This is interesting. Or now that I stirred all this mess up, I can leave town safely. Well, and look what's here. Light of Swords. Now you've got people spoiling for a fight. It's because of the propaganda. Look at this. Now, some of you might be doing a movie or something fiction. That's cool. That's cool. But the dominant energy right about now seems to be we have the fiction, we have the presentation brought before the public, and whoever created it is gone. And now we got a fight coming. I wonder what that's about. I wonder. Oh, well, truth, well, come on, divine spiritual tea, as spiritual as you are both, all truth is going to come from. But no, you're not hearing things and you're not seeing things. I was in the radio news and one of the first women in my town in 1977, 78, 80, somewhere around there. And I opted out because, sure, we had are you ready for this? You had the director's couch. In those days, it was the program director's couch. And I'm like, hell with you. I'm out. But you look around, who's in these positions? Actors who can't get those big blockbuster movies. Actors who are not on soap operas. Not researchers. You might have a journalist or two in there, some type of correspondent, especially if a war is going on, who's bold enough and brave enough to go into the war zone and report coming back, you know, to make a name for themselves. That is clout chasing. But the bottom line is those folks are actors. Those folks are used to being in front of the camera, performing. Now we have your retired athletes who I enjoy looking at if they're handsome. And we have models. Did you know Oprah was a beauty queen before she got that job at People Are Talking? Yes. And I competed with Oprah and lost. But at least I was a journalist. Moving right along. Yeah, my claim to fame. I competed with Oprah for the People Are Talking position. But now I would have been booted out of there either because I have certain standards and no, I wasn't raised to do some things. Moving right along, we have, remind me, I'll tell you that story. Four Pentacles, trying to hold on to what you know when you're finding out what you know is not what it is. Now, I don't claim to know everything, but some things I do. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Look, Seven of Cups, confusion. This is why we're so confused. This is why we're so confused. We are being deliberately bombarded with, this is worse than lies. What we're being bombarded with, how should I say? Well, it's somebody's
option. That's a big ass lie.
Yeah.
Option.
Options are a lie. Yeah. So it's like this. Somebody has set up a plan. All right. I want the people over here to do 1, 2, 3. But to get them to do 1, 2, 3, I've got to give them some information on, oh, wait a minute. I want to get them to do 1, 2, 3. Right now they're doing ABC. I want to take that ABC information they're used to living with, and I want to trash all of it. Because I want them to do my bidding, which is 1, 2, 3. Now, the way we have to do that, we're going to have to take our time. It might take us a good 100 years to do it, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to ease into their most powerful structure on an individual type plane. And we are going to tell them, you don't have to live like that anymore when you can live like this and be glorious. You can do 1, 2, 3 and let ABC go. Because life is going to be so much better for you if you just do my 1, 2, 3 and buy my 1, 2, 3 products and go to my 1, 2, 3 schools and wear my 1, 2, 3 clothes. Instead of walking around like ABCs, you're going to be walking around. Somebody's going to be wearing 1, somebody's going to be wearing 2, and somebody's going to be wearing 3. Okay? Every time they turn on the radio, the TV, what they see in the movies are going to be themes of 1, 2, 3. Now, if we can get to their reference books, their history, we are also going to change their history. How are we going to do that? Very carefully. We're going to stop them from reading books. We're going to give them something else. We're going to give them visuals because we're going to change the words through translations from ABC, and we're going to introduce 1, 2, 3s. But What about the people who remember ABCs? We got to get rid of them. Let's see, what can I do? Oh, I've got something to get rid of them. We can turn the people against them. We can turn their families against them. We can wipe them out with a, let's see, what do they like to do? I know. Let's put something in their sugar. Let's add some more nicotine in their cigarettes. What else do? They complain about aches and pains all the time. Oh, let's put something in their aspirin so they won't last too much longer. And then we can completely infiltrate and present the whole 1, 2, 3 idea to the people who are left. Let's make the ABC people look like they're absolute idiots for believing in what they believe, for living the ways they live. And then we'll take over with the 1, 2, 3. Basically, that's pretty much what's happening right now. And basically, I do believe it's the universe, God, source, whatever you believe in, who is allowing people on the ABC side, like me, to live as long as we have lived and continue to do so to keep things in balance. Because what's happening here now, I'm one who I kind of I think of myself as an observer to life. And I've stepped back from certain things, certain beliefs and everything, just to observe, to see how people really live and study human nature and study, especially with these cards, how people are really living. And from what I'm seeing is most people are winging it. They've lost contact with their culture. They've lost contact with their history. They've lost contact with their gods. They're winging it. And because of that, it's like most people are like fish out of the water. So whatever looks good and looks safe, they're grasping for it. And it was poison, but they wouldn't know the difference. So that's what's happening right about now. Now, some people have found out really quickly that this new way of doing things is not such a new way of doing things at all, because they've seen it before. And they might even be too scared to say anything about it. But there's going to come a time when they do. And so this is where the ideas clash. This is where the two cultures clash. This is where ABC meets 1, 2, 3. And look at this. You have this, bottom of the deck. 5 of Wands, the big clash, the big fight. And what happens from here? I don't know. I'm just living it. But basically, that's what that's how I see things right about now. Something new is going to be given birth to. It could be AI, it could be something else. And see, that's why they had to go back in there. I don't know which AI it is, which system, because there are all kinds of AI systems now to do everything. They had to take something offline because it was spouting the racist, most racist and sexist things it could find, that have been said. Well, somebody programmed it for that. But I don't think you can erase an AI. I don't know how that works, because that's basically recorded on blockchain. And from what I've been told, blockchain does not erase, it keeps everything. So that's another variable. I think what is keeping us alive and keeping us as safe as we have been to think the way we have thought is because of a balance the universe throws in there. As soon as things go too far one way, something happens and balances it back up. And right now we're in the seesaw vein. We're going extreme up, extreme down. But which creates a lot of anxiety, 9 of Swords, which is just where we are right now. I've turned off the news. I watch the weather and that's it. A lot of pressure. We have the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. This is pressure. People have done things that now they're paying for, or they see payback coming, or they have been shown what they've done and the horrors that came from it. And like, wow. They have to live with that. They have been shown how some people respect and honor the family legacy, want it for themselves. Others are afraid of it, like it was the plague. That sounds like some type of trauma. Oh, we're bringing all these folks into one area, and it's just like mass confusion. But still, there are those brave ones who are going to move forward with confidence in their life. And here's my card of disappointment, my Four of Cups. With the Four of Cups, you see there are 3 cups already there on the ground. And whatever's in these cups, whoever this guy under the tree here says, don't give me any more cups. His arms are folded. That's a rejection. That's a rejection. Some people say, some readers say that the hand is the hand of God coming out the cloud. We don't know if that's the hand of God or not because we can't see the rest of it. All we know is he doesn't want any more of what he's been given. And a lot of us feel that way. We don't want any more of this because something's not right. Every last one of us on this chat, in this chat line, because I know you. I haven't met Saul yet. You feel something's off. We don't know what it is yet. It's coming. It's coming. And when it comes, it's going to be another end of the cycle and a beginning of the cycle. But in this case, folks, it might be global. It might be global. I'm counting the, we don't have enough yet. Okay. I'm counting the major arcana. 5 major arcana. Oh, here's another one. 5 major arcana, then it's a life-changing situation. And I'm reading for a collective. Okay. So far, so good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shit. Here we go. Number 5. Hangman. The hangman is the person who is absolutely stuck because they find themselves waking up to a situation they had not anticipated. Everything they thought was right, they're finding out was a lie. And that's our mental challenge. This is what I've been talking about. It's where the confusion comes from. You know, the confusion. I've been talking about this. The moon. My best advice to you is what I tell my daughter and myself. When in doubt, don't. Just sit there. As long as you can be safe. Okay, here she comes. Here comes my girl, the Queen of Swords, with her sword of truth raised up. And it's going to take a Queen of Swords attitude, discernment, analysis, show me the data attitude these days for everything. For everything. For everything. Yeah, it's going to be global. Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, Western news, and I'm a speech communication major. If someone could have told me 40, 50 years ago, when I got my degree in speech communication, theater minor, that the United States of America would be so gullible as to follow somebody else's propaganda outside of another country, I think I would have hit them. We would have gotten into a knockdown, drag out. But instead, look what we got. People are tied up and worried. Yeah, tied up and worried because you don't know what the heck is going on. Because we're being fed bad information. What do they call it? Bad information. Bad information. How about straight up bold-faced lies, as my grandmother used to say? Bad information. Anyway, what we have now, we've got the conflict. This is reading from the bottom of the deck. Yeah, judgment is coming. And see what happens when we see things that start happening to people that are really wild. We're like, First, we question, what was that all about? When we ask what was that all about, that means something strange and bizarre has happened. And here it is, the judgment card. A decision was made. Here we have the King of Pentacles. This is the money man. In control and power. Here's more money. And that's another thing. This is what's being exposed too. Ooh, hold on. Well, let's do it this way. It is being illuminated that the money men are just holding on to the money, but they are distributing it to certain people and not to others deliberately for a certain effect. In other words, I'm going back to my numbers in my alphabets group. The ABC group is not getting anything because everything now is being shifted towards the 1, 2, 3 group. All the resources and services. The ABC group is left to its own defense. I mean, it's left to its own devices to survive. Doesn't that sound familiar, y'all? While the 1, 2, 3 group, I mean, they've got free education, free food, place they live anywhere they want, move in without paying, buy a house without that 20% down payment. That's the 1, 2, 3 group. Okay. But now all of a sudden, bam, 5 of Cups. The cups got kicked over. Probably that guy sitting there under the tree kicked. Because it's all changing and it's all been exposed. There is, my girl's money. She's also Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I guess you would call it some type of distribution of wealth has been forced. And I do believe it was forced. It could have been the universe. It could have been the environment. Life itself can do it because life itself is about cycles. You're up a couple eons, and then you cycle down a couple eons. That's called life. But look at this. And this speaks pretty much what it says. It's going back to the ABC group and the 1, 2, 3 group. Those we have believed for the longest time are stars turned out to be the devil, and we found out with the truth. Look at Puffy. All that power, all that position, all that he could have done for those younger people, those artists. All that he was supposed to have done for those artists. Well, what can I say? This is the game this is what's happening now. This is where we are now. We're seeing the truth right about now. What's happening now? Saturn is into Pisces. Saturn, for those of you who are not into astrology, is the grandfather. If we're going to look constantly, that's the grandfather. That's Pawpaw. What Grandpa says goes. Never mind, Dad. Pawpaw said. Grandpa said. Gramps said. It's going to be what? What is this you young fools have been doing? Pisces is the planet of magic, mysticism, illusion, filmmaking. That's how far that can go. Make believe. And Pawpaw says, wait a minute now. You folks have had enough of this make believe. You have gone too far. You have people who actually believe in this make believe. They think it's real. Now it's time to fix this. It's time to fix this. People are dying behind this make believe. And so that's what Saturn in Pisces is doing. It's making a correction because folks have gone too far with illusions that are not real, that we accept as facts and solid belief systems. Okay. What's happening after that? I don't know yet because Saturn is going to be in Pisces, I think, up until 2025. So basically, what is happening is the universe is trying to clean up the Earth's act. And that's going to take some time. I don't know what we can do about it. We can do what we can do about it. We can go into their meditation, or we can learn how to use sound to heal and cleanse ourselves. Um, Nothing wrong with praying. Nothing wrong. Pray for wisdom. But wait a minute, hold up. When you pray for wisdom, that's when shit hits the fan. Okay. That's when it really hits the fan. Just ask, go within and ask your guardian angels, your God, whomever, what is going on here? What is this about? I think that might be safer than ask. Don't pray for wisdom. Do not pray for wisdom. I haven't gotten over it yet. Okay. But, and what your part is in it. And then that's when you start with your forgiveness. You forgive yourself, first of all. If you have any part in any of this, even if it's a thought, you have just placed your thought into something that is bigger than you, that makes you a part of it. That's why I don't take sides with that Middle East mess over there. I'm not taking sides at all because you cannot have my energy. You cannot have my consciousness. And I think it's more to it than what we've been told. I think it's shut up, Carol. Okay. Moving right along. Sham. But people are dying in a sham. And I'll leave it like that. Take it to your higher ups, your ancestors, your guardian angels, your gods of your heart. They'll talk to you. If you talk to them, ask a question. You'll get the answer. Now, if you've done it for the first time, yeah, they might want to see if you're serious and make you wait on it. And then you'll get the answer in a few interesting ways it'll come to you. Now, okay, I've got a little less than 8 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, how did that issue resolve? The issue hasn't resolved because we're still living it. We're still living it. Yeah. Oh, I do have a question that came to my attention yesterday. Why are women leaving the country? Hold on. Why are professional women, upscale women, middle class on up, single, leaving the U.S. to move and live somewhere else? I mean, I've got my African fantasy, but I'm still sitting here. Why are women leaving the U.S. to live in foreign countries? Mexico, Portugal. Portugal is big. Costa Rica, small. Where else? Where else are they going? West Africa, East Africa. Why are they living? And then you have those who are just seeing the world. I would love to see the world. I can do it now. I'm not working. But I mean, leaving to stay in a different country, getting dual citizenship. Basically, you know what dual citizenship is. One country starts acting a fool, so you hop into your top the plane to your other country. So you're safe. Why are so many women leaving? Our spirit just said they're doing it in Europe too. Okay. Well, we'll see. Okay. Okay. Six of Cups deals with children and deals with past histories. Invitation or children. Okay. Six of Wands, harmony. Oh my God, y'all. King of Swords. One more. Oh my God, y'all. High Priestess. They're leaving because of the child situation. Damn. Like I said, if somebody told me the United States was ever going to be this jacked up, I would not have believed a word. They are leaving because they don't want to be forced into unwanted pregnancies. They see too much of the past coming into their future. And for their victory, they leave. And they see this is scary because they see this King of Swords, who are the judges and the military people, the lawmaker. They see them having a secret agenda. They see what do you call those? Oh, what do you call that TV show? It's on Hulu. The women are dressed in red. What do you the something wives? Not the step with Stepford. Hold on, Lauren. Oh well, she's not there. Oh, Handmaid's Tale. They see Handmaid's Tale. They see Handmaid's Tale coming. That's deep. That's scary. That's scary. But Handmaid's Tale is not coming because now we want to get into how things feel. There is a movement. It's not just it's the goddess movement, but the goddess, that's energy, and it's coming up out of the source of the hearts of women, and it is global, and it is powerful enough energetically to put not barriers. It's worse than barriers, to change and transmute the energy that we have today. That's the age of Aquarius is coming in. That's the saving grace. But these women are they're getting the hell out of the United States because they think of it's going to try to turn into the Handmaid's Tale. Whoa, that's deep. That's deep. Okay. I'm sitting here speaking. No, I'd be one of the matrons. I would be one of those matrons with a secret agenda. Okay. Show me how to blow this up. Yeah, anyway. All right. But I just had that question to ask. Did anybody else had a question? I wanted to get out the States myself. Yeah, Kamoyo, hop out, take it out, come back. Hop out, look around, come back. Because there's something in the wind. There's something really in the wind. And it's transition, it's change. And as unstable as it is over here, you know what I really feel is going on? I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to take it in the spirit of the wisdom that you do have already. And what's happening right here is the colonized are fighting the colonizers. And it's any means necessary. No, they can't stop that feminine energy. And who is more colonized or oppressed or whatever we call it than the feminine energy, which makes absolutely no sense, because if you repress the feminine energy, you will have no growth. A lot of death, but no growth. But that's another thing. To colonize it, well, that's what's happening. That's the big fight I wouldn't want to be caught in between at the wrong time in the wrong country. And can't get out. That's my thing. Can't get out. And right now, let's just say I need to get on that treadmill. Because when the bullets start flying, I kid you not, you don't have any time to get stiff or have any pains. I know, because I've been there. All you can do is run or get dropped. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Like I said, because I was I just love watching the travel videos on YouTube. I'll sit and watch them all for days. I binge on them, and I pretty much figured out which country I'd like to travel in. But what it comes down to me is this, because I know people from some of these countries, and I would love to go to the Netherlands. However, they've got the greatest transportation system, the greatest health systems, the nicest, interesting education systems. Not that I would need it right now, but and the social systems there are just exactly what I need. However, with this, I'm not going to be that welcome. This hair ain't blonde enough. Okay. So I'll sit here. I wanted to go to Ghana. I have my friends in Ghana and I have friends from Nigeria, and they go for a few weeks and come right back. Divine spirituality laughing at me. Yeah, but I would love to go to Rwanda, skip over to Tanzania, maybe check out the gorillas in the mountains. But I do believe right now with Rwanda, and as beautiful and peaceful as it appears to be on YouTube, I also have been reading in the news. I'm like, they're getting a little touchy with the Congo and Uganda. And like I said, I can't run like I used to. And you see me trying to run faster than a gorilla because these idiots have started shooting? They're really touchy. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some of them. Now, Ace and New World Tarot are down in Argentina. Ace just loves it. But his energy, now check this. This is so interesting too. This is how energy works. He's from down there in Florida, I do believe, and he's surrounded by people from South America. So it's like his energy, that's home. I don't think he's been back to the States in years. But his places are just lovely. Just lovely. There's another New World Tarot is down there right now. And she's playing, doing cards from Argentina. Yeah, that's a beautiful spot. And also, it's just a hop, skip, and jump on a boat away from Antarctica. I would love to go just to look over there and see, just to go and step on Antarctica. But I know about Argentina too. I know how I don't even know what to call it, what they did to black people over there. Let's go. Ducky says, can you say, let's go? Um, you know what, like Camilio, I said, just go check it out. Come on back. That's what yeah, they kind of, I don't even know how you do it. They unblocked everybody. That's what what do you mean by that? Um, Biracial marriages and things until is where yeah, that's another thing. They unblocked everybody. That is, yeah. No, we going, Ducky, and take that charter boat across to Antarctica just to see if anybody's over there for real. Because these alternate history folks and these flat earthers are talking about they've got races of people and beings that live over there. I'd like to see from a distance and come back. Why? Because it's the lesser of two evils, and I'm going to use to the devil that I do know. I can handle the devil I know. I know how to duck and get around him. This other thing, and I mean, they did it in such a short period of time. In Brazil, I'm not sure. But whenever you go and see, basically, I'm multiracial with a whole lot of stuff. I claim my blackness because my daddy and my mom were black, but my mom, let me show you my mom and dad. Hold on a second. We are. Okay. This is my mom and dad. Okay, we all African American, black, Negro, whatever, colored. But, but, and the Africans on her side. Somebody not telling the truth about that. Okay? Somebody's not telling the truth about that. Now, you see the confusion. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. You see the confusion. Now, so in my family, and I'm telling you, the Africans are on her side. I have a cousin. I think he's passed on now. Who is Muslim? The real ones. No, I didn't say that. Yeah, I did. Blonde hair, natural. Blue eyes, white skin. I have a cousin who has the prettiest blue midnight black skin, or who had. Sometimes we do stuff to ourselves we don't need to be doing in the world. And it was perfect. So I'm a range of a whole lot of different folks. And yeah, I can slip in some places and slip out real quick, Ducky. But I'm fully aware of who I am and where I am at all times. Thank you. And like I said, the world is so unstable right about now. Thank you, Kamoyo. I think right now, within the next 6 months, is that going to be safe for us to travel out of? Spirit said no before I can get the sentence done. Okay. Well, maybe I don't know. It's best to always to have an escort. If anything pops off, people who you know over there. As soon as you step out the airport, they're right there to pick you up. No, step off the plane, they're right there to pick you up. Don't step out the airport. That's always good. And to take you around, relatives, friends of relatives, people who you know are cool. Wow, you went to DC from Los Angeles. That was a really. Wait a minute. Who? DC? Well, they had the DC or Los Angeles. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Divine Spiritual Tea. Yeah. Ooh. And see, don't put your energy in that mess. Keep your energy to yourself. Stay neutral. Stay neutral. Stay neutral. Wow. Yep, that's DC. Stay neutral. As hard as it can be, stay neutral. Stay neutral. Because you don't want your energy sucked into somebody's black magic ritual that needs about a billion people to do certain things. I know you heard me. You just don't believe me. Getting back to people ABC and people 1, 2, 3. One way to get rid of the ABC people is to cast an ABC spell on everybody who is ABC. And you do that when you incite people. You take that energy, you absorb it, and then you put it out there, which is an overgeneralization. Oh, congratulations, Ducky. Yeah. So you stay neutral when you and get out the way. Stay neutral when you have things like that going on. Things like that, yeah. Because I'm like, I can't. Some things I can't share with you, but it never felt right to me from day one. And I survived. I am a Vietnam survivor. I'm not a vet. My daddy was a vet. I was a kid. Well, scared to death that my daddy wasn't coming home because of Vietnam. He made it home, as you can see in the picture. But that went on, and from the time I was a little girl to the time I was a college graduate, and nobody, the American public, did know jack about it, and men were dying left and right, left and right, right and left, back and forward. Um, Thanks, Ducky. And one of the guys, I think it was freshman year, I went to university, who came back on the Veterans GI Bill. And he said, as soon as we touched down over there in Vietnam, I forgot what he called it. Well, he said all we had to do was look up, and we saw Esso and the Sinclair. They were over there. What's over there? Oil. That's what that was about. So this other stuff, we never really know what it's about, but we don't want to be a part of somebody else's spell. I'll put it to you like that. Don't ever be a part of somebody else's spell. Somebody else's mindset. When somebody's trying to control the mindset of the public, yeah, pull out of that. Don't tell anybody you've pulled out of it. Just pull out of it. Sometimes you got to stay on the low yourself, you know. And on that, I've been up here. Oh, look, 111. 111, that's a powerful number. Yes. Yeah. Oil was in that land. Cambodia, oil. And they were pumping it. And they didn't want the communists to get it. Okay. Okay. All right, folks. I am out of here. I'm out of here. Until the next time, we'll see you. Much love.